Are you sick and tired of inflation and politicians making you poor? Well, we got the solution. This is gonna blow your mind. The legacy media are reporting that Bitcoin is lowering energy bills and property taxes. Bitcoin Energy FUD is dead. Bitcoin mining is set to become a mainstream staple in communities everywhere. Man, incredibly bullish news. Let's get it.
Party, that party. Yeah, come and have a good time with G.O.D.
First question is for Mr. Altenberg. What does a digital asset mining operation look like? I mean, are there shovels digging in the ground? What does it look like?
It depends where at the location, though the mining sites that are being placed at our fracked gas wells, they're essentially semi-trailers that have methane gas-powered generators that are plugged into the well and big shipping containers full of racks of Bitcoin miners.
Okay, and a Bitcoin miner is actually a computer.
Yeah, it's about the size of a toaster and it uses 3 times the energy of a house.
Okay, so there is a bunch of toasters in a line. Sometimes they're dipped in fluid, so they run cooler. They can be air-cooled, they can be water-cooled, but it's basically just a computer.
Yes.
So is that computer that's mining Bitcoin directly emitting pollutants?
No, it's energy source. It's electric source is what's emitting.
Okay, so now let's take an EV charging station. If that EV charging station is powered by electricity from natural gas or coal, shouldn't it also have the same monitoring that is being requested by this bill? Okay, let's talk about gold. Where does gold come from?
It's mined.
It's mined, okay. Is energy expended in producing?
Pretty sure the senator simply there crushed all that boiling the oceans crap. You know what? Unplug your toasters. Until then.
Go f yourself.
But hey, I know we are all sick and tired of the cost of living continuing to go up, along with the devaluation of our money continuing to make our lives harder. But Bitcoin, yes, that energy gobbling monster, is actually trimming down energy bills in Georgia and Texas. Man, irony is a beautiful thing. Let's get to this news report out of Georgia. Check this out from CleanSpark, the Bitcoin mining company turning the naysayers' narrative on its head. Here's how they're doing the unthinkable. Roll it!
Welcome back. The newest mine in Sandersville has nothing to do with mining at all, but the Bitcoin mine is definitely making an impact on the city's economy.
There were some trees in a dirt field, right? It's come a long way and moving really quick.
Fast forward 2 months and a sprawling tract of land is turning into a sprawling Bitcoin mine.
We're halfway, up the hill right here with 6 buildings coming up.
Each one as long as the Titanic, all of them housing computers just like this that crunch numbers all day to create Bitcoin.
Think of cash for a digital age. That's what Bitcoin does. So Bitcoin, unlike some of these other cryptocurrencies that have a CEO, there's no CEO of Bitcoin.
CleanSpark Chief Communications Officer Isaac Holyoke says that's why the company's posted record profits. He says more people are buying in and they need to help meet the demand. So they're expanding their Sandersville facility to become the company's flagship.
There is more energy in Georgia than there is use for that energy.
Sandersville City Administrator Judy McCorkle says that creates an advantage for them. Since the city manages its own electric company, it reduces bills for everyone else.
So while CleanSpark's miners are crunching those numbers, they're also munching on excess energy. You know, the kind we usually waste. End result, lower energy bills. Take that, skeptics. But wait, there's more. Bitcoin is also helping people by giving local property taxes a haircut.
Homeowners could see the benefits on their property tax bill.
At some point, I could see that property tax being rolled back to almost nothing, almost 0%. And that's huge for us.
CleanSpark site manager Bo Ginn says those effects will be even stronger after they expand.
We're sending over 6 figures back to the city each month, and that's going to be very significant coming on post-expansion.
He estimates they'll pay $500,000 a month in taxes alone. That's about $6 million a year.
That money is money that the city wouldn't be getting. It's going to schools, to roads, to other community infrastructure that may have been neglected for a while.
Now, McCorkle told me they're considering building a hotel for when that new facility is finally up and running. Back to you.
Thanks, Anthony. CleanSpark says they hope to have the facility up and running in the next few months.
Who knew the mining of digital gold could be such a public service? Well, probably a lot of you Bitcoiners watching right now. But hey, these other guys, the normies, they're catching on. Even the suits This is wild. And again, Georgia is not alone as a case study. Check out what the president of the energy grid in Texas had to say.
So in the last couple of years, I believe it was roughly 1,100 hours during a year that we had negative prices at ERCOT. 1,100 hours. So 1/7 of the year, basically. Negative prices, meaning that ERCOT prices would be paying consumers to consume electricity. And the reason that occurs is because we have a lot of renewables in the state. I mean, when the wind is really blowing, and sometimes we'll have some congestion on transmission lines, we simply can't use all of that power. Bitcoin allows those renewables to earn money during those times, as opposed to having to shut off their turbines, or to even have to accept a negative price, pay customers to use their power. Bitcoin moving into these areas helps to sustain those markets for renewables and drives more renewables in Texas. That's good for us. That's very positive for us. And then when prices go up, Bitcoin has been very sensitive to that price. It used to be about 150 bucks. I think it's somewhere around $100 today. That when the prices in the market get up to 100 bucks, Bitcoin comes offline because it's not economic. And because it's so flexible, there's no need to operate through those uneconomic periods. So the real value to Bitcoin is its flexibility, the capability for us to use it in our ancillary services, the capability for it to meet our ancillary services at the lowest possible cost means lower cost for all consumers in the state of Texas.
Turns out mining Bitcoin actually makes sense for everybody. You know, the only reason someone could attack such a thing would be they must have a desire to, like, keep everyone poor, but who would want such a thing? My, oh my, how the turns table. What's next? Oil companies saving whales? Hey, expect the unexpected. And speaking of the unexpected, you want to make sure that you have your Bitcoin off of exchanges in cold storage so the state can't steal it from you, or Larry Fink, or get rug pulled by the exchanges. Need help getting started, or you want to take your Bitcoin setup to the next level? We got just the guys to get you covered. Simply Bitcoin Originals are powered by the Bitcoin Way, and as your dedicated Bitcoin IT team, the Bitcoin Way is here to guide you from start to finish on your journey to properly self-custody your Bitcoin. What's more, they've recently introduced 100% focused collaborative custody services, where you'll benefit from advanced multi-sig security, inheritance planning, and much more, while remaining 100% in control. Hey, looking to get started? You can book a free 30-minute call with the Bitcoin Way using that link below. So much for Bitcoin being the energy villain. Any of you states and localities looking to benefit your constituents? I don't know, by lowering their property taxes and their energy bills? Might be a pretty good thing for you and them. Well, we just provided you the simple solution. Plug in Bitcoin. Turns out the digital boogeyman might just be the fairy godmother in disguise. Man, we have had some major bullish developments, such as these, just to name a couple. In short, keep stacking. We're winning. The Bitcoin energy FUD is over. It's done. Rest in peace. No, wait. Rest in Greenpeace. Hey, I'll catch you all next time. Rustin' out.
If you prefer to go down with the ship, fuck you.